Question number 17. A solutions architect needs to ensure that only specific IP addresses can access the Amazon RDS instances in a VPC. Which configuration should be used to restrict the access? We've got 4 options: security groups with inbound rules for the specific IP addresses, network access control lists with allow rules for the specific IP addresses, AWS WAF using an IP whitelist, or Amazon Route 53 routing policies. We're doing this work for Amazon RDS instances that live inside of a virtual private cloud. So options like security groups and network access control lists are the most immediately obvious solutions for managing network traffic flow within a VPC. AWS WAF does have an ability to allow or disallow particular ranges of IP addresses, but that's focused on protecting internet-facing resources like load balancers or CloudFront distributions or APIs. So while a cousin technology, AWS WAF is not focused on the needs of resources inside of a VPC. Route 53 does have a capability called routing policies. Route 53, you'll recall, is a DNS management service. But its policies are not about filtering traffic exactly. It's about trying to get traffic to particular destinations that I have in mind. It doesn't implement an IP filter. So we're going to rule out C and D and turn our attention to options A and B, both of which are firewall functionalities within the VPC environment. Those 2 options are security groups and network access control lists, both of which again are firewall functionality, but with a difference, with different approaches in mind. Security groups are designed with the idea in mind of allowing specifically the things that we intend to permit and allowing anything else to be denied implicitly. When I build a new security group, all incoming requests into that security group are denied until such a time as I build a rule that allows inbound traffic. By contrast, any outbound requests are permitted by a security group unless I take deliberate steps to curtail them. The theory being that the instance inside of that security group is presumably trustworthy. If it wants to ask for something, that's probably fine. But if somebody outside that security group is asking for that instance to do something, that needs permission. By contrast, network access control lists are what are referred to as stateless firewalls. Security groups are stateful. Network access control lists are a little less flexible. To be able to configure a stateless firewall, I need to enable all inbound and outbound traffic for every purpose, both for requests and for replies. So it's a little more work to be able to set up a network access control list than a security group. I would tend to lean towards security groups as your go-to approach when you're trying to allow certain IP addresses to reach a solution. By contrast, one interesting thing to note is that security groups do not have the idea of a deny rule. Security groups can only allow appropriate traffic and throw away everything else by default. Network access control lists do permit allow rules, and they do permit deny rules. So if this question said that an architect needs to ensure that certain IP addresses cannot access RDS instances in a VPC, I might lean towards network access control lists for that one. But given that our goal is to allow specific IP addresses to talk to the database servers, that this is their primary workload, security groups are the more natural, intuitive way to make that work. Security groups is our correct answer.